What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I do want to talk about something here in Forza Horizon 5 that I'm probably going to say is one of the best, at least in the current racing games we do have at the moment. That is going to be the tuning system and design. Now you might be wondering exactly why I'm going to be showing the Supernova here, but the reason is this car is going to be a great example to show this off. And can we also appreciate this thing? Man, is it absolutely beautiful, bro. But the thing is about the tuning system in Forza, when I was first experimenting with it, I gotta admit, guys, it is so dang amazing what you can do. Now, we all do know, for one, you can obviously go into custom tuning. Now, you will have to buy some of the parts to do it. If you don't have all of them, they're going to be locked, like, for example, that one. You could buy something like the race wing, and then you'll end up being able to adjust this and stuff like that, similar to like the brakes, or even something like the suspension and stuff, or even like the gearing and all that stuff. Pretty much all falls into place to where you could buy the parts and adjust all of it. And to be honest, I feel like the tuning system in this game really is also going to be top notch. One of the other racing games I did play recently, and has actually been a pretty long time to be honest, that I thought the tuning was pretty good and was going to be Test Drive Unlimited. You can attack me if you want, but I gotta admit it was fairly decent in that game, what you can do. But I still gotta admit it, Forza Horizon 5 is still going to be on top here, and it is most likely going to be #1 in the racing game, at least for the genre right now at this point in time. We all do know you can't do anything like this in Motorfest, but one of my favorite things about it though, guys, you can save all of your tunes in the menu here. For example, right now I have S1. This is just going to be for like the video purpose, showing you guys that you can do it, so don't question like the names of these and all that stuff. But this one is going to be the S1, which is the current build I have on the Supernova. But if you did want to do something else though, maybe you're thinking about having different tuning setups, you can head over to the upgrade, which I am going to have a video on the upgrade system. Another, probably one of the best things about Forza, easily one of my favorite things about it, and most likely still going to be #1 in the racing genre at the moment. But the thing is though, the reason why I did also end up picking the Nova Super Sport for this is going to come down to the simple factor that I can pick different upgrades for it. You guys would see C, B, A, and S1. Not all vehicles are going to have this. Some are only S or S2. Some are going to be B and A. Some are going to be A and S, and I'm sure you probably see where I'm going. But either way though, let's say you did want to have a different tuning setup. Easily one of my favorite things. So I will do this very simply here though, because I do have the S1 save. Let's just go over to A and then do the auto buy feature on this for 22,000 credits just to show it. Now you can go into the vehicle and also adjust different things, but if you wanted to buy like the A level, you're then like, okay, well, you know what, let me lower something else so I can add tires to it or something like that. Well, I don't really want this part, so you can head into something like the valves here and put the stock one back on it if you want. Because you guys are probably going to notice my vehicle has off-road tires on it, so if you're looking to get rid of those or go to something else, you are then going to notice that's probably like the only way to most likely do that. So you can add something like the rally tire, for example, here. Let's do that, and then head back over to some of the parts, and you basically can take them off, making the vehicle slower. As you guys will see, bringing that down, let's head over to this, bring that down to S1. Can bring this down a little bit there. You guys will see that the car is probably going to be slower if you want different tires on it or something, but you will still be able to adjust the vehicle and have it to the A category or something. And then once you are done with that though, you can simply save it again. Now, one thing I was trying to do though is I do know, oh, there it is, Sport Compound Tire. That was the one I was looking for, bro. Don't know why I put the Rally tire on it. Kind of like a really good thing to do with like S1 builds, which I'm sure everyone does know. But I have the street tire thing on it right now, so you can head back into here and go, okay, well, my vehicle's $799. Can I get another part on the car? It might be possible. Sometimes you can like squeeze something else onto it, but other times it's 801 or something. So you guys do want to look around for certain things like that. But oh, look, here we go. Here's a good example. I can put on the street block, and then boom, my vehicle's 800. I have the street compound, and you're pretty much good to go, man. Like, that's so cool. So we can install this here, spend 7,700 bucks, and then right after that though, you can then head right back into the tuning thing and go, okay, let me save this. Now again, you could probably go in and custom tune everything to A plus, obviously, but for the purpose of this though, I am going to simply head over to this and hit save tune. You can then save it here, and I'll just do this and say A, make it easier, because I know that thing ain't going to pop up because I'm not using a capture card. But once it's going to save there, guys, then you will then see the other build down there. I'll back out of that because I don't need to share it. Head over to my setup too. And like, that is so dope, man. This is another thing I really love about Forza. What's also cool about it is you can head into different races, go, okay, well, you know what? I want to use my C-leveled vehicle on this. Well, funny part is, you literally can do that too. Let's do another one here. Let's do B. and just buy this here. Let's install it for $300. That's really cheap. And then once that's going to be saved, once again, head over to the custom tuning. Like, this is so cool. I was doing this with some other vehicles like the 4Runner because I did want to have that or something and go, okay, well, I have a C build on it. I'm also going to have my A build, so at least I could drive this truck in C rank if I want, or even in something like B rank if you guys would like to. Like, that's so dope. And I will show that here in a second, actually. But check this out, man. Isn't that so insane? Like, I do not know of another racing game to where you can do this stuff. And on top of being able to save your tunes, you can also share them and make money from them on top of it, man. Like, I don't really know another game that you could do that in, at least for right now. I know you can't do that in Test Drive because it doesn't exist. Motorfest does not have that set up. So, yeah, this is probably going to make Forza even better, especially if you're into tuning and stuff. You can have different class builds and different things. Let me click on the 4Runner, though, and show you guys what I was talking about. So currently, this vehicle is A rank. Let me hit into upgrades and tuning, auto upgrade. You'll be able to do a B and C rank. I do know this truck is actually pretty good in both. So let's head over here and do a B buy on this right now. And again, you guys can adjust the vehicle. I just wanted to do this to show this off here because it really does. Like, when I was playing Forza at first, I was like, wait, man. You're telling me I can have all my own tunes saved to my truck that easy and then just like pretty much go and go, all right, well, I want to do a B race now, and you can head in here and put B on it or something, and then head into a race and go, okay, well, I don't want to use an A rank vehicle on this, or maybe this truck is going to be way better in B rank. Maybe it's better in C rank. Well, you know what? You can have all the builds basically right on tap, ready to go. So here's the B rank here. Now, again, guys, I know it's not going to be that great. I just kind of saved it just to show this off here. But I do know for a fact, though, some of these trucks are great in C rank. And you know what? I kind of want a C rank build because maybe, again, you don't feel like driving B, or maybe you're doing an online race and it's going to be C or B. Well, you could change the tuning on it legit on the go. Like, that's so dope, man. And that's easily one of my favorite things, though, because you could simply head over to any of these and go, okay, let me load this tuning setup. You can share it, try to make money and stuff like that, which is just, it really is amazing how you can do it. And I feel like a tuning system like this really is great in pretty much any racing game because a lot of players are probably going to want to have different tunes for their cars, right? And there's some racing games that don't even allow you to have saved presets. Like, I'm pretty sure in Motorfest, if you were to adjust a vehicle and you liked it, you can't just save that and then adjust it a different way and save those presets and have them set up, which I would say that would be such a great feature basically in that game because it would make it way easier. And after playing Forza Horizon 5, it really does make me excited. Like, not only, guys, can you have a C, A, or B rank, right, but you can also go in there and fine-tune a vehicle and have different A builds for different things. You can have an all-wheel drive, a rear-wheel drive one if you want. You can go, okay, well, let me have more gearing on this or more acceleration on this A build. You can literally do that and save every single one and have them for different scenarios, which makes the entire experience even better. In fact, I have barely even experimented with it, but recently I really have been going in going, okay, well, this A build is pretty good, but let me adjust that, maybe try that, save it, let me test that one to the other one. I'm kind of liking this, I'm not liking that, let me go over it. Okay, well, in C build, what if I add this part to the vehicle, which again, I am going to touch on the upgrading system. I freaking love it. It is amazing. I feel like every game should be doing it this way on top of the tuning setup, but I really do love the fact that I can go in and go, okay, well, let me tune my final drive of this car or something. That way my top speed's going to be a little better, maybe my overall acceleration's better, at least because it's going to be a tad more efficient on this track or this road or something like that. There's going to be more turns. I'll have better stiffness on my suspension. Like, you can literally go in and really mess with everything, which honestly makes me go into the vehicles going, all right, well, I'm probably going to spend hours on this one and different things on that one. And I really do think it's so dang entertaining. Now, I am going to be real, though, and say that I have a lot of work to do with the tuning in this game, guys, because I'm very new to it still. But I'm probably going to take one day and maybe spend like 5 or 6 hours on it, just grab a vehicle and just mess around with all kinds of different things to really see how it actually works. That way I can go in and probably go, okay, well, I have 2 or 3 A builds, I got 2 C builds, I'm also going to have an S1 build here, I have that one that's a little better, maybe the car's going to have a better launch, maybe the acceleration is just slightly higher, and then you can also be like, alright, right, well, the off-roading's better on this one, but I kind of need better turning or something, you could probably figure out different ways to really make that car so much more efficient. And on top of that, you can also save every single build you're looking at. That way you can go, okay, well, I can delete this one because that one's better. I tweak this one better. And it really is going to make the overall experience probably a lot better for many players because they can test it. And again, I do not know of another racing game that even gets close to this and allows you to do this kind of stuff. I would say you could probably fine tune and do different things in something like Gran Turismo or even Test Drive Unlimited. But let's be honest, a lot of people aren't playing Test Drive, so can't really bring that into the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But either way, though, guys, do let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. And I'm also going to take a wild guess right now and say that many people are probably going to agree that Forza Horizon 5 has one of the best tuning systems. And on top of that, the upgrading system, which I am going to touch on in another video. It really is insane, guys, what you can do with vehicles in this game, whether you can adjust their gearing, go in, mess around with their suspension, do all kinds of stuff to the braking, the aero kits and stuff. It really is going to be some of the best in any open world racing game we have at the moment. I honestly do wish Motorfest or even other racing games can adapt something to where, okay, I want to tune this vehicle, let me save that preset, but let me go in and adjust something just a little bit better in this area, save that one, and then that way you can kind of go, okay, this one's better here, that one's better there, and I feel like every single racing game can benefit from that. Again, let me know what y'all think about the tuning system and design here in Forza in the comments below.